Hey everybody, Tony with NASW Kentucky here. Thank you all so much for joining us. Throughout this video series, we've been highlighting the role that each of us play as social workers and social work students as advocates in the legislative process. And an important part of advocacy is doing your homework, finding out what sort of bills are in place, where they are in the legislative process, and how we can communicate those effectively. And the first thing I want to do with this tutorial is help you figure out who your legislators are in your area. That's a very important step because it lets you find out who your point of contact is. So the first thing we want to do is get to the LRC website, and I'll have that linked below in the description. But if you want to go from here, it's lrc.ky.gov. That'll bring you to the home page that you're looking at on your screen right now. And to find our legislator, you'll just go to the very conveniently labeled Find Your Legislator and follow the very top link. And when you do that, the page will open up to this interactive map of Kentucky, and you'll see that the entire state is covered in this, what looks like just a giant nasty cobweb. And what you're looking at are all the districts throughout the states. So you can zoom in to this map and it'll help kind of clear up what all these districts look like, especially in the more metropolitan areas. But the easiest way that you can go about finding your own district is just type in your address in the bar above. For this example, I'll look at the district that our home office for the NASW Kentucky chapter lies in. So if I just put in the address, you don't really need to put in the city and the zip code. It should find it on its own without that. You can just click Find My District, and the page will refresh, zoomed in and pinpointed to the address that you provided. And I'll just zoom out a little bit so you can see that the district lines are still drawn there. And all you have to do is, once your location has been found, you can just click anywhere within that district and it'll bring up the correct information. And you'll see that a box has popped up with Representative Derek Graham and Senator Julian Carroll. So if you were to have lived within this district, these would be your legislators and your points of contact. So the next step that you would want to do is open up the bio pages for both of these individuals, and you'll see the link right there once you bring up that box. And so what you'll find here for both of these individuals is contact information, both mailing addresses, phone numbers, email addresses, and depending on the individual and who your legislators are, they may have links to social media accounts as well. Another important thing that you'll find for each of your legislators are the committees that they sit on. And what is important for you to keep an eye on right now is the session committees that they belong to. So for example, Senator Carroll here sits on 3 different committees, each of which has some impact on policies that would be important to us as social workers. So the great thing about all this information is that if you live within this district, then it means that you are a constituent of both the representative and the senator. So what you have to say carries weight. Anyone within the state is welcome to contact these individuals because they've taken part in both drafting and sponsoring different bills. And so anyone in the state can contact them, give them their feedback on it. But since you are a constituent, since you live within that district, what you say has influence. They may not agree with you necessarily, but they will still pay particular attention to what you have to say because you have voting power over them. So it's important to know who your legislators are in particular so that you can contact them, give them your feedback on any bills that they may have any involvement with, or if a bill is to be passed within the Senate or within the House of Representatives, you want to contact that respective legislator to let them know, hey, I live within your district, I'm a constituent of yours, I would like for you to vote no, or yes, here's A, B, and C for why I believe that that's how you should vote. Alright, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments below. We'd be happy to answer anything that you may still be wondering about. In the next video, we're going to help you figure out how to look up bills, whether it's in the pre-filing process or right now in the regular session. We're going to help you try to figure out how to wade through all of that confusing information.